In today's installment of Road to Duchenne Heroes, I want to show you the road bike that I've been riding alongside mountain bikes and explain why I got it. Then I want to talk a bit about how road biking can have a positive impact on your mountain biking experience. Let's get into it. So this is my road bike. I got it secondhand a while back and I've tried to figure out how old it is, but with Google and ChatGPT, the closest I can get is roughly late 70s or early 80s. Which means this bike is probably close to 50 years old. Back in the days when this bike was new, cycling looked a lot different, even on a competitive level. The bikes were simpler and slower, and events like the Tour de France were just a bit sillier, frankly. That's not to say that competitors weren't playing to win, and the bikes reflect that. See on this bike, for example, both brake calipers have this lever that you can pull to widen them up. If you then pull the lever on the wheel axle, the whole wheel comes right out. This helps if you need to deal with a puncture, for instance, though I don't think this is meant to make maintenance a little easier on hobbyists. The way I see it, this is meant for winning races, when time is of the essence. These bikes may have been simple, but they were also very cleverly designed. This example is not exactly original. The tires were dry rotted, so I replaced them. The previous owner seems to have swapped the rear derailleur for this relatively modern Shimano one. The bar tape came off the bars, so I retaped them. Poorly. I also swapped the pedals for these clipless ones, which I had laying around, and put on a cheap bottle cage. All these things add to the bike being just a little bit more usable. Of course, many parts on this bike are now very dated. The mechanical rim brakes are very ineffective and not precise compared to modern hydraulic disc brakes. You shift gears by blindly pulling these levers on the frame, which yes, are quite close to the spinning front wheel. The pull is just one smooth, uninterrupted motion, so you have to listen and make sure that the derailleur is properly lined up and the chain runs smoothly. In my opinion, these things add to the charm of a bike like this and give it some personality. It's crude and old, but that also makes it interesting and fun to ride. Is a bike like this worth it? Well, if your focus is primarily on road biking and you like racing or touring with friends, you might want something more modern. It'll weigh less, more efficiently translates your energy from the pedals to the wheels, and shift and stop more precisely. If you're riding alone though, or just not very competitively, a bike like this can still be tremendous fun. So why did I get this bike? Well, I actually started road biking before the mountain biking. Like many people, I would imagine, I bought a cheap old road bike because I wanted to get into better physical shape. And I remember getting started and just how confronting it was, because I couldn't go very fast or very far. The cool thing about cycling though is that I could see clear, measurable improvements in both my speed and the distance between rides. This is really motivating and it helps to keep going and try to do better. Eventually I discovered how fun mountain biking is and my focus started to shift a bit, but road biking is still something I enjoy a lot. So how can road biking improve your mountain biking? Well, there's a lot that can be said about this. AI will tell you that
road biking improves mountain biking by building superior cardiovascular endurance, steady-state power, and high-cadence efficiency through consistent, uninterrupted pedaling. It allows for targeted training of specific heart rate zones, e.g. 75% rule, without the technical distractions of trails, leading to better climbing stamina and efficient recovery.
From my own experience, I can tell you that road biking tends to be more consistent and predictable as far as factors like elevation and grip levels go. This allows you to focus more on other things like breathing, heart rate zones, and food ingestion, which can ultimately help you to ride your mountain bike for longer and more efficiently. Of course, these things can also be worked on a mountain bike, but the predictability of the road definitely helps here. No two mountain bike trails are the same after all. In conclusion, road biking is a fun and effective way to get into better shape. It can even help you to improve at mountain biking. In my opinion, if you're just trying to train and improve endurance, you don't need the best of the best. There is still a lot of fun to be had on an old road bike. That's it for today. See you next time.